For our second chapter of Our Kids, Our Stories, we learn about strength and what it means to be special. Hilda Gomez remembers her mother sneaking out at 2 a.m. in communist Cuba to get contraband food from the mountains to feed her family, fearing the roads were just too dangerous by day. They were hard times. Luckily, Hilda left Cuba with her family when she was 6 and immigrated to the States. Life didn't get much easier, though, as Hilda recalled what her mother had to do to survive in her new home.
I saw my mom coming here and knocking door to door and selling clothes and selling fruit, and my mom used to tell me that doesn't define me. She goes, what defines me is that I have the guts to get in here every day and knock at that door.
Hilda's mother told her something else that she would never forget: the importance of education.
My mom used to tell me, anything can be taken away from you, but the one thing they can never take away is your education.
Hilda is now a grandmother of 4. Her own daughter now a successful professional thanks to her hard work. Hilda evokes the same spirit with her grandchildren's education as her mother did knocking on doors, with strength and relentless determination. So when her eldest grandson was diagnosed as dyslexic going into middle school, a learning disability not recognized by the traditional schools in her area, Hilda began a search for the help he needed.
The schools are so populated and so impacted that he would just be one more statistics. I knew he would be.
It was then that she first discovered charter schools.
Charter schools were able to give him the free tutoring. And so we found Magnolia Science Academy 8, and we knew from the beginning that it was a fit.
Just another number. It's a narrative we often hear associated with California education. Or sometimes it's the other way around. Too special to be helped. Seems strange to be stuck between such extremes. It's not surprising, though, given the rigid structure of our school systems, so rigid that they sometimes break. But Hilda found her charter school, Magnolia 8, to be different.
They treat each child as an individual, not as part of a group. They do teach the concept of group learning, but they also know how to identify if one student needs additional help.
It was her charter school's ability to be flexible, to devote more individual time to her grandson, that allowed him to shine. And shine he did.
When he graduated with honors. And what he was able to, the help he was able to get there, the confidence that it gave him to be able to move on to the next step of his life, I know it came from that charter school. I know it came from those teachers. It came from that environment, because it's a positive environment. It's a happy environment.
So when her 2 twin granddaughters, brilliant students with no special needs, were about to enter middle school, Hilda knew it was a no-brainer.
Charter schools I will champion them forever, especially Magnolia 8.
As an integral member of her charter school community, Hilda had a chance to meet the potential candidates running for this upcoming LAUSD school board election, one of whom left an impression on her, a man named Dr. F. Rodriguez.
He just, from the very beginning, I felt that he had a connection to the community. He had a connection to not just the minority, but just children. He understood what children needed. He understood what needed to be provided for so the children can prosper and go forward.
It was obvious to Hilda that Ref represented children and teachers, that he represented real change for them, and not just politics.
Unfortunately, I didn't feel that with the other candidates. I felt it felt more political than sentimental. And I know it might sound bad, but you have to be sentimental and you have to have feelings when you're dealing with children. But unfortunately, it's more about the politics than the children.
Hilda continues to support Dr. F. Rodriguez through his campaign. Why?
I'm no better than anybody else, but nobody's better than me. And therefore, that's the mantra I live by, and that was a mantra my mother gave me. And it was to be so that I could learn 2 lessons. To learn that as a minority, I was not less than anybody else. As a minority that is Hispanic and a minority as a woman, that I was not less. And that there was nothing I couldn't accomplish if I put my mind to it.
Ref. Rodriguez must have had a similar mantra because, As a Hispanic minority, the son of hard-working, working-class immigrants from Mexico, he has set his mind to building schools that give all kids in Los Angeles a quality education. And he's accomplishing it. We could all learn a lesson or two from Hilda and Ref about strength and relentless determination.